Hey everyone, it's Gothics and welcome to High5, the very first cannabis game show where 4 players compete for their chance to win this. The rules are simple. I'll ask our players the same 5 questions. Those that get it right will score some points. But don't worry, there's still lots of opportunity to earn some bonus points by giving me a compelling answer. So basically, try to impress me. The player with the most points by the end of today's show will be crowned a champion. So get in on the fun right now because it's time to play High5. Oh, hello there. Hi, my name is Gothics. Let's get ready to meet our players. All right, here we go. We're jumping right into this. Player 1, what's going on? How are you? Okay, we're doing that. Can you?
We have to do it again.
What is it exactly? What is this exactly?
This is, I'm player 1, therefore I'm the Leonardo of the group. So most people will pick me. So I have to show that I'm tough and I have the most special stats and skills. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
Simple.
So you're seeming very perky right now. Did you smoke a little bit of something?
I took a big dab just now.
Okay.
And I'm setting up for another one. Really big. Yeah.
So listen, tell everyone in chat, who are you? Who is Duty Beard? What does Duty Beard do?
Duty Beard. I'm the loudest party on Twitch, man. I play everything. I used to play indies and scaries and VR, and I still do, but now I play Fortnite and League of Legends. And we had a Christmas special on the front page of Twitch, which is my green screen adventures. We did a musical using Twitch Sings. We do it all, and backstage concerts and stuff.
I love that. Yo, well, welcome, Duty Beard. Happy to have you here.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. Player 2. Let's see who it is. Hello, Dabophile. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yes, Dabophile. I like to dab. It's in the name. You know, I was born with this name. I didn't choose the dab life. The dab life truly chose me.
All right. So why are you so into dabs? Is that what you're about to do right now?
Unfortunately, I'm out of wax right now, but I just picked up an ounce of flower yesterday, so I have plenty to smoke on, and I have a bit of THC syrup in my water bottle here. But I'm just really into dabs because whenever I lived in Texas, I couldn't smoke at home because of the smell. So my parents let me dab in the house, and that's how I got into it. You know, I used to be a daily dabber because of that, but yeah.
That's amazing. So Dabophile, tell everybody, what do you do as a streamer? What does your stream consist of?
Okay, so like Duty Beard, I've kind of been across the board with everything. I started out playing Fortnite, moved on to like League of Legends and Overwatch, and used to focus on playing competitive games poorly, basically. And now I do Grand Theft Auto roleplay. So I'm not on NoPixel, I'm on a server called Amplify RP, and it's an amazing server. And that's basically all I do now is RP. It's addicting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, thank you so much for being on the show. So happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Player 3, let's see who it is. Oh boy.
Hey.
So business. And you got the power glove?
It's so bad. You know it.
The technology that is coming from this square over here. Actually, this is a rectangle. So business, tell us about yourself.
My name is Business. I'm just your average boy that is trapped inside of a video game console that streams on Twitch. And I do take the title as highest stream on Twitch from an elevation standpoint. Right now, we're in a garage in Seattle, but usually we stream from our moon base. So we are literally the highest stream on Twitch now. So we get there via the Great Grass Elevator, which is, of course, hemp powered. And yeah, we have a great cast that we do from the moon. So it's pretty amazing. But I'm not high enough. So should I take a hit?
Take a hit for me right now. You know, let's do that.
I'm assisted in the stream by my roommate here. Like, that's his thumb. So he helps me out when I do this stuff. So excuse me. That's much better.
Okay, I don't know why your eyes are red though. I feel a little bit intimidated. Is that normal?
Oh, I need like a little Visine. I must need a little Visine, you know? After you smoke, you know, your eyes just get a little red.
I hear ya. Yo, so
Yeah.
Business, thank you so much for being back on our show. So happy to have you here. Player 4. Let's introduce player 4 right now. Oh, Lobro. Hello.
How's it going?
I am fabulous. How's it going with you?
Great. I'm happy to be on. I'm high to be on. Can I say that?
You can say it. Yes, you can say it as much as you like. That's what we do here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. So what did you do?
How high are you? I don't know which one it is.
I personally am not high enough. I was a little bit, had trouble starting the stream. That's my bad. Anyway, what did you do to prepare for today's show?
I smoked a nice joint, and then I packed I have a little packs for the show that I'll be able to vape throughout to stay
He's
nice.
a packer.
I want to keep it nice and steady throughout the show. Nice, even high.
I studied a little bit last week.
So, Lobro, tell us, who are you? What do you do?
My name's Lobro. I talk normally about I want to normalize the discussion of personal development and just becoming the best version of yourself. And so we have a lot of vulnerable conversations about our own growth and I don't know, like things in life that are important and current events and things. Yeah, becoming the best version of yourself. There's a lot of things under that topic. But
no, I love that.
That's what I like to do. I'm probably the wholesome underdog of this group.
No, that's good. That's a good dynamic. Okay, well, thank you so much, Lobro. Happy to have you on here. So is everybody ready to play High 5?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's
Hell yeah.
freaking do this. Let's go.
Not a player.
All right. So everybody has been informed of the rules, so we all know how to play. But just as a reminder, in case you just tuned in, the objective is to answer the questions correctly. But if you can't, you can still earn bonus points by entertaining me. So let's go ahead and get to the first question.
This is like Make the Grade from Nickelodeon.
So first question, Colonel Sanders claimed the secret to his Kentucky Fried Chicken is how many herbs and spices? I see Duty Beard already knows the answer. Is it A7, B11, or C13? I'm gonna go, let's actually go to Dabophile first. Dabophile, what do you think the answer is?
All right, it's definitely B because Colonel Sanders stole at least one spice or herb from each of his enemies after he killed them and then combined them to make his recipe. So what you guys didn't know, this is also a history lesson. Colonel Sanders definitely is a murderer. Facts.
So,
allegedly.
Who is Sanders' enemies?
Chicken
It's kind of
Man.
like Joe Exotics and Carol Baskin's type situation, you know. So it's like it's other fried chicken companies mostly.
So are you saying like it was also some type of murder over like fried chicken recipes?
1,000%. It was all related to the business.
Okay. All right.
I'm
So
surprised you don't know this.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Everyone does. It's very common knowledge, you know?
I feel a little bit less educated on my fried chicken recipe knowledge. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and actually, I totally blanked and I forgot I had to give you bonus points because that was very intriguing. I like that. So I'm going to give you bonus points right now. Again, first show.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. All right, let's go to Lobro. Lobro, you look like someone that knows a lot about fried chicken recipes.
Really?
Yes.
Perfect. Because I do. I know the answer to this one, and it's I gotta go with C because I think there's 13 rings of hell and Kentucky Fried Chicken is right in the middle. I don't like it at all.
You don't? Is there anything in particular? No. What don't you like about it?
It's disgusting and greasy and it's unhealthy. I know a lot about it because I don't like it.
Okay, very good. So, in your opinion, what's the best chicken?
Have you ever put your chicken in an Instant Pot?
No, I don't own that. I am not allowed to cook.
Oh, it's this easiest pressure cooker in the world, and it comes out nice and juicy. That's the best way to make chicken.
Okay, that sounds dangerous. So I'm not going to do that.
It's not dangerous at all. It's so safe.
All
All right, Lobro. So you're gonna go with C.
Yes.
Okay.
13
cool.
rings of hell.
Okay. All right. Business. You look like someone that enjoys chicken.
Oh, like you know it, but first, can we talk about the word kernel? Like I understand most grammar rules, right? You know, like sometimes a double L can be a Y, right? But kernel, like how you spell kernel, just has never made sense to me. Like, where does that R sound come from? Like, it just of all the grammar rules, like whatever the rules that make like kernel a word. I don't understand them. Like that word is colonel. Like I don't like you know,
Colonel.
like
It's colonel.
like we don't call it like a crorony, you know? So like why is it, you know, why is it a kernel?
So what would you suggest that the name would be if that's the case?
Well, I would just say like let's go to the more like Tron spelling of it, like in Tron, like because everything is related to computers, so their kernels are just straight up kernels, like popcorn kernels. You know, that sounds way more delicious too. Like then you really want to be a kernel because it sounds delicious. So, which ties into fried chicken, which one of the places we first got stoned in. I don't know where they got it from.
This is as long as business lore is.
But it's
gonna take last season's jokes and you just use them as quick as possible. So we can use new jokes real quick.
My one of the first places I got stoned had one of the portraits of Colonel Sanders from a restaurant, like probably from the 80s, like on the wall the entire time. Never knew where they got it from, but it was one of the, you know, one of those moments, you know, just always seeing that Colonel Sanders poster. But I'm going to go with B11 because I've watched a lot of commercials involving Colonel Sanders talking about Pokemon toys. And he talks about this. Not only are there Pokemon, but you can get his chicken with 11 herbs and spices.
Does he talk about Pokemon? I feel like first of all I say it weird. Pokemon. Is it Pokemon or Pokemon?
He says it Pokemon. And yeah, in 1998, in the very first wave of Pokemon hype and Beanie Babies, they had knockoff Beanie Babies at KFC. So to get people into KFC, they had it was Vulpix and Dratini, and the Vulpix was absolutely beautiful, and I loved it.
All right, so we're gonna go with B because of Pokemon reasons and terrible spelling suggestions for Colonel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Business Duty Beard. Tell me what you think about this, because you looked really excited, and it seems you are. Go ahead.
I feel like I've been waiting for this question for my whole life, or at least like the last couple of months. So the answer is B. But I'm really disappointed that not one person actually named the actual spice or herbs of KFC. And I'm even more disappointed because I'm sitting in a whole room of streamers who use Twitter, hopefully. I dropped my vape, excuse me. The answer is 11. But let me tell you what exactly the seasonings are.
I want to hear it.
And the spices,
tell me.
Right? The spices of KFC. Baby spice, sporty spice, ginger spice, posh spice, and the other one. Scary spice. I forgot it for a second. And 4 guys named Herb.
These are just different rings of hell.
As approved by the only accounts that KFC is following on Twitter. Go look for yourselves.
I've never seen someone so passionate about herbs and spices.
Duty, I'm so sorry for making fun of you for getting your degree in herbs and spices.
I mean herbs and spices.
All right.
I never should have doubted you.
Go look, come back and chat and let me know.
Okay, so before we get to the answer, I want to ask everybody, what do you eat when you have the munchies? Does anybody here have like a particular type of go-to food?
Pizza. This is what pizza looks like to me.
All right.
Turtles in Time.
Just the cart. That looks very boring. Those I can get behind, Lobro.
I got
Delicious.
a little healthy because I can't eat a lot of things, but these nacho siete chips
All
are
right.
something special.
Okay. What do you go? Go ahead.
I get birthday cake granola from Costco. It is like the best thing, and it's not even awful for you. So like, best.
That sounds
amazing.
delicious. And I'm kind of upset because we have no Costco's near us. So
Oh,
gonna
I'm
have
so
to-
sorry.
I'm
Welcome
just
to
gonna look it
Costco.
up and just drool, I guess.
Yeah.
And Lobro, I'm sorry. Duty Beard is obviously chicken from what we just heard.
Pizza chips, anything air fried. And to answer the best chicken question from earlier, there's Zoe's chicken nearby, and there's Azil's chicken nearby. Oh
Yeah.
my god! You live near me? Oh my god!
Azel's is the best.
Oh my
It's Oprah's preferred chicken place.
Oh, I didn't know
they're
that.
Like,
But oh
yeah,
my
the
God.
one in the one in the Central District actually has pictures of Oprah coming to the place, and hanging out there. So it is during this quarantine, it has been very much a DoorDash must for roommate.
Oh yeah! Oh
Same.
my god! Yes.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and reveal the answer. It was 11. So that means that we have 3 winners of the round. Congratulations. Oh, it didn't do an animation. Did it break? Okay, maybe it did. I'm not sure. Okay. All right, so let's get on to the next question. Everyone ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Created by the co-founder of Tinder, what dating app lets women make the first move? I don't know anything about this because I am afraid of any type of dating apps, but I'm already taken, so it doesn't matter. Let's start with, I'm actually a little bit curious. Business. Do you use dating apps as a NES device?
Believe it or not, it's very old at this point. It's probably about 4 years old, but I'm pretty sure there is an OkCupid account for me out there. Not gonna lie, I'm looking for anyone to blow in my slot. I don't really care.
Oh!
It doesn't matter. Anyone can blow in my slot. I'm ready for a little free love.
So as a Nintendo device, what type of qualities do you look for in someone on OkCupid?
I'm just always looking for somebody to be my second player. They have to be able to co-op this relationship and just, make it something that's never going to end in a game over. We're always just going to be able to continue.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So do you know the answer?
So I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm guessing it's not Grindr because that's for people that you want to hate the responses they get immediately. Because everyone that I know that uses Grindr just gets mean answers from people about why they don't want to date them. I think it is Bumble. I think the answer is Bumble. But honestly, roommate has a fiance, and if I get this wrong, that's going to be so many more points than I could ever win in this game.
All right, so let's go with Bumble. Thank you, business. Thank you. Let's give that over to Dabophile. Dabophile, do you know the answer to this?
So it is certainly Bumble, and this app is a little bit different from Tinder. I know everyone thinks that Tinder is like the app that people use to hook up, like, I don't know. I think that's the judgment that most people have on it. But it's really Bumble because the name originated from the birds and the bees, obviously. You're bumbling on your route to go get the bird, but the bird gets to choose which bee.
Oh,
That is really clever.
Really makes you think. I know.
That is really okay. So now, have you ever used like dating apps, and have you ever experienced some weirdness on it?
You don't even know. Yes. 1000%. In fact, I don't know. I've definitely met people from dating apps, and they are always though, like, I don't know, I like to think that I have really good judgment of people, before I meet them and stuff like that. I'm very like particular about who I will go on a date with or even like hang out with as a friend. some weird motherfuckers on dating apps. That's all I will say. That's the only judgment I have.
I believe you, and I don't think you need to elaborate. We just know.
Yeah.
All right, Lowbro.
Hi.
Hello. So, do you know what this dating app is called?
I don't even know the features of Tinder except for what people have shared.
Okay.
Let alone would I know what app. But I think this is a great idea. And I think it's cool. But I actually, because of this, I'm going to revert my stoner knowledge over to Dabophile, and I'm gonna have to agree that it's Bumble. I think she knows what she's talking about, and I'm lucky that she went before me.
So you said you never use dating apps. So how do you meet people? That's the only way, right? Some dating apps.
No. I guess I like to as much as I'm an introvert, as much as I'm in what?
Ice cream socials?
Ice cream socials,
Oh, man, I
exactly.
love ice
As much as I'm an introvert, I go to a lot of ice cream socials and have ice cream with people.
What's your favorite ice cream?
So there is this almond milk one that you can get.
Why almond milk?
I
Are you
swear it's
lactose?
good, but it's called Cookie Bar or something like that, and it's made with almond milk in it because almonds are something that I can digest, and I swear to God, it tastes just like a Snickers, but it's like the whole thing is like 300 calories. So I don't know why I'm kind of regretting not getting one of those for tonight and just sitting here eating that right now.
I'm judging
kinda
you.
kicking myself.
I'm judging you now because that sounds delicious.
That's fair.
All right, thank you, Lowbro. Duty.
Yes.
Duty.
Yes. Okay.
Tell us.
So I tend to not use those apps because I lived in LA for a bit and I use those apps like a whole lot. But oh man, LA is rough. LA is rough because everyone's just got their own thing going on, and it's just like, you get like neck deep into something, and then the next day it's like, sorry, I popped off, peace out, or something like that. I don't know. It could be anything. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe the app in question is called TwitchCon. But it got canceled, so I guess
And streamer Twitter, right? Streamer Twitter.
Yeah, streamer Twitter. Yeah, meetups are also a good source. Roommate met his fiance at a meetup.
Yeah.
I laugh because I know what you're talking about. So, okay, so we're gonna stick with TwitchCon as your answer.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right, sounds good. So, I have a question though, because you seemed very sure on that. Does that mean that you have hooked up at TwitchCon at some point?
No.
Oh no.
I mean, I was in a relationship at the time.
The tea.
Okay, I had to ask. I always have to ask. All right, awesome. Thank you everyone for your answers. So before we go ahead and show what the correct answer is, I want to know, do you prefer to make the first move when initiating contact with someone you want to date, or do you prefer that they do it?
Both. Both. Yeah, I'm cool with. I like it happening to me because I grew up, such a nerd. So such a nerd. So yeah, it's nice. But I don't mind. It's like, I don't mind making a move. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
I can't do it. I mean, anybody that can, kudos to you because I'm too nervous. Anybody else have a preference?
I was not the kind of person that would ever do that, but I saw my now wife and I made a jump and here we are. So it's one of those things. It's like, you just gotta I was like, it's do or die. It's like, what have I got to lose?
Exactly.
Yep, go for it.
And
That's
look what happened.
exactly how I met my fiance too. It's just when you see somebody that you just have to talk to them. The great thing about something like a Twitch meetup, and he jokes about it, but because Twitch, it's something that we know we already have in common. If we meet under kind of the Twitch banner, it just having that one thing that we know is in common, and that starting spot that doesn't have to be about anything relationship wise. is a great feeling because it doesn't necessarily have to lead to that. You know, it can just be, hey, we share this mutual, you know, thing in common. Let's talk about that and our love of that. And maybe that will lead to a little bit more. And some of the best relationships that I've seen have sprung up like that. So there's some great Twitch couples out there. There are some amazing and beautiful Twitch couples out there.
Y'all make me sick with this romance. I hate it.
All right. Bleh.
All
I'll
right.
help you feel a little bit better then. I live in fear constantly. I never hit on people for that reason. I don't know. Like,
Oh, no!
I'm a coward when it comes to like trying to pursue something. I don't know. I have to be like very invested or like I don't know. I have to have like a lot of feelings for somebody to try, you know?
Yeah, I hear
Like
that.
definitely
So-
just don't go off on a whim, you know?
What helps is moving. I call it the Superman effect
Fair.
because when you're in your hometown, like everybody knows your history and your past and you're like everybody else. But like the moment you move to a new city, you can make the best parts of you shine and like you get to tell your story instead of having like all of your friends tell that story about how, you know, you had an accident in 4th grade and embarrassed yourself, you know, like you get
Yeah.
to lose all that history and just like go for it. And that's what gave Roommate the confidence to like actually start trying that. And he gained that confidence because he realized like, oh shit, he is a cool person and has like a lot to offer in support of a, you know, a relationship.
Okay.
Once you learn most people
Damn.
are afraid of people, it kind of makes you
Yeah.
not be afraid of them because then
Yeah.
you realize
Yeah.
they want to be asked. And so like
Fair.
it almost makes it easier to me. You guys sharing this, I just want to
Now you feel better. Now you feel better.
Can we hug? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
let's do
Happy
it.
House, we want to hug right now? Is that what we're doing?
Yo,
Yep.
Hugging?
yeah.
But
I guess, yeah.
All right,
Like,
business got no hands, so I don't know how this is
Yeah.
happening.
Well,
I love hugs.
See, my roommate does have hands, though, and he would, you know, it's been a lot of fun. I've answered 2 questions. I would like him to take over just so people know that, you know, someone is getting stoned in the room. But so if he sounds a lot like me, it's because we are twin brothers. If I wasn't trapped inside of a video game console, we would look and sound exactly the same. So if he sounds very similar to me, that's the reason why. So would it be all right if he took over?
Let's bring him on.
All right, so just give us a second here. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you later. So
Bye, Nintendo face.
Nintendo face is gone. Roommate is coming back. We're coming right now.
hello.
Oh, oh.
Thank you so much, Biz, for that awesome that awesome couple rounds. I am Roommate. You guys can call me Joe. I am Business's brother. So I'm here to hang out and smoke some weed. So just give me a second here. I'll load up a pipe, and we will get going here. So, thank
Man,
you for having me.
I wish I had a business partner to help me play the game.
How about this?
I know.
Right?
How about this? We show the next answer, and then we all take a hit right after we show the answer.
Sounds good.
I'll do it with you. All right. So the answer to this, the dating app, is actually Bumble, which means that everyone got it except for Duty, who apparently TwitchCon. So we do have for some reason the animation is not working, but that's okay. We'll fix it. Okay. So let's everyone have take a nice little hit, relax. Okay. Yes. I'm only gonna do one because I still have a show to run. I can't do it. Everyone feeling good? Feeling confident?
Hell yeah.
Feeling good.
All right.
Very confident.
All right. Awesome.
Got this.
Awesome. Okay. So, hold on one second.
Great tunes, by the way.
Oh, hey, thank you. Okay.
Jamming.
Next question. Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Oh dear. What is the first item ever sold on the internet? Is it A, porn, B, lingerie, C, cannabis? Lowbro, you look very upset. Do you have an idea of what this answer could be?
I'm upset by this question.
I feel like you're just going past in your memory trying to figure out what was the first thing you purchased online.
No, it wasn't porn, it wasn't lingerie, and it wasn't cannabis. But I'm like, what could because when the internet first, okay, how do you guys possibly have the answer to this? But when the internet first started, it was mostly text, right? So I think porn's out of the question. I mean, unless it's like a smut story or something like that, you could get something like that in there, but probably not, right? We're probably talking about lingerie or cannabis. We are on a 420 show, so I'm kind of thinking that's the dupe.
Oh,
So
yeah, the red herring.
Yes, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go with lingerie here, and I'm going to go with the world's oldest profession and just really hope on the fact that there are people out there that are, I just know that exists, so.
All right, Lowbro. Thank you so much. You look stressed out after giving me that answer.
I'm stressed out because I'm supposed to be the wholesome one, and you made me answer lingerie with B.
Thank you so much, Lowbro. I had to do it. It's my job, okay?
Hey, like,
it's okay.
Isn't lingerie and stuff like that part of a good marital relationship? You know, like those things are part of a healthy sex life, right?
100%. It's just not something I'm comfortable talking about usually.
Sure.
I hear
Lingerie?
It's fine.
So you've never worn
We're
lingerie
live.
yourself? You've never worn any lingerie?
Yeah.
You've never.
Oh, were you asking Lowbro? Oh.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? We're going to bring this question to business because I want to know, do you wear lingerie? I have questions now.
Milwaukee is home of the longest running Rocky Horror Picture Show in the country. So of course I've worn lingerie. I mean, if it's not for Rocky Horror Picture Show, I mean, why not? I mean, it's fun. I've been in a bunch of different musicals and stuff like that as well. Like, sometimes it's fun to put on some stockings and something just, a little bit tight, like a corset kind of deal. So,
Like playing pretend. I hear you.
yeah.
Okay. So,
It's not so much pretend. You could be sexy and
do whatever you
all the
want.
time. Yeah, exactly.
Dance like no one's looking, or maybe when someone is looking. I don't know. I don't know your life.
Hopefully both.
Okay,
if you're into
both.
voyeurism.
2020.
All right. So, business. What do you think the first item sold on the internet was?
It's as much as I want to wish it was pot, and that dark web stuff. The first thing that is pretty much sold in any medium. I was thinking lingerie, maybe ordering off the internet and stuff like that. But even in like the early to mid 80s, just people would pay for crappy JPEGs of nude images. In fact, like they would find a bunch of like floppy disks in like military installations. Like I remember seeing a news story about like there were more than 3,500 pornographic images on this 1982 computer, and it's just like,
is they your roommate? Is they your roommate? By the way, is this like a personal network?
It might be. It might have worked for the government for a while. They're on to us. They're on to us. The hippies are on to us. I mean, what was that? What? But I'm gonna go with A, because people, even the moment people can buy porn of any quality, they will. And those images had to come from somewhere, and people will always go out of their way to get stuff like that. Like always, guaranteed, they will spend way more money than they need to just to steal games, like to steal Super Nintendo games. People were actually paying more money for all the shit that they needed. But like, oh, I'm stealing it, so I'll buy this $500 unit and have access to this, $30 a week website, and that's just to steal video games in like 1990. So porn, it's gotta be porn.
All right, you're going with porn. Okay.
Porn.
All right. Have you ever bought porn?
I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, honestly, people should pay for porn. Like, I honestly think like sex work should be normalized and decriminalized, because it's just, there are some people that would just have a way better attitude if they could go out and get fucked. I mean, and that's and their attitudes lead to the point where they should have to pay for it. And that's just a simple fact. Like he said, it's the oldest profession. So we should be paying for it. But honestly, I think if I did, it was probably like one of those like knockoff like Pirates of the Caribbean, but like Pirate Cocks of the Caribbean, or like Edward Penis Hands, something like that. I probably bought one of those just for the sheer value of it.
They have a bunch of those at that one video store in Seattle, like the
Scarecrow.
Yeah, they have a whole section.
That
Scarecrow
one
video.
porn shop.
Oh my god, it's fucking great.
Scarecrow has the largest collection of like
I
VHS
smoke
tapes. Like, there are some tapes that you have to pay $500 deposit to rent the tape because the tapes are so rare.
Pretty cool.
So
For those at home, I just want to let you know I can hear the producers screaming in my ear right now. All right, so let's move on. Dabophile, what do you think the first item sold on the internet is?
Okay, so I was really torn on this initially, but I think it's B, because what's a good porn without lingerie, So you got to supply that first to meet the porn need. So
chicken and the egg, I like it.
Exactly. What came first, the porn or the lingerie? I'm gonna go with the lingerie.
That is sound logic.
I have a on that. I have a yeah.
Okay.
You have it.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
When I was a boy, there was a restaurant. That my parents would take me to, and across the street there was always there was a lingerie store. So, and there was it's like the weed industry. So this is a good comparison. So thank you very much. The weed industry in California, once it went legal, had to destroy all the all the unlicensed weed and everything, and it was sold and everything, from but then companies had to reinvent how to do it and everything. So I think that's my I think it works the same with lingerie. I think they had the lingerie, and then the lingerie was like, or the porn. I mean, I think it was like, hey, the internet seems like a pretty good. The porn guys got it. So anyway, that's my I hummed it.
You hummed it.
Okay.
So
Maybe a hummer.
Huh.
So wait, your answer is you lost me. What was it?
Yeah.
Well, continue with Dabophile.
So you're gonna go.
My
gonna go
answer
with
was
B?
still lingerie.
Yours is
100%.
okay. So all right. So let me just do a recap. So Duty, you saying B, Dabophile is saying B, Business is saying A, and Lobro is saying B.
No. That was my was I don't think it's lingerie. I think Lobro brought up a good point with it being text-based and there being maybe it was like a kind of an underground for cannabis, which is kind of a that's what got me thinking that. And porn also makes sense, but I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with the crazy swing. Also, I want to say I went to Sins of the Flesh Rocky Horror in LA for like literally over a year. I think one of my Rocky friends was in chat also, so that is neat business. So we definitely have to check out a Rocky. Definitely, that'd be so much fun.
I'm shaking with Antissa.
So
patient. Sometimes they would even start the movie over there. Sometimes they would even show a trailer of a different movie there before they got back to Patient. It was the best. It was the fucking best. Oh my god, I miss it. Anyway, C. I'm gonna go with C.
You're gonna go with C?
That got me thinking. I'm going with C because that got me thinking.
The wild card.
Maybe it was like an underground where is for weed, because that makes sense. That makes a little bit of sense.
That was my second choice. I respect it.
Yeah.
Is there any reason you didn't pick that at first?
Only because it seemed like a red herring, honestly. Because I would say that honestly, any smart weed dealer, once the internet came around, would be like, they probably don't have a way to trace me yet, and try to sell it. That's my thinking.
Okay, fair enough. So
you have one
go
final
ahead.
point.
Yeah.
So think about how paranoid people used to be to buy stuff off the internet too. right?
true,
Like people
yeah.
hated like anything coming up in their
Not kids.
statements and stuff like
Kids
that.
would try
It's
it.
easy to hide porn because you can name it like happyfuncloud.jpg, and that's hiding porn. Like it's really hard, especially as a company to be able to bill somebody as a different name and then send them a product. So just saying people don't like that stuff showing up on their records, like, oh, it seems you bought lingerie on this title. But you can say like, oh, just pictures of puppies when you sell stuff on the internet, like, or pictures. So
That is true. I am very skilled in the art of renaming files to something else so my mom doesn't find them. Okay, so
hiding them.
before we reveal the answer, I want to know, actually, no, I can't tell you what the answer is because I need to tell you that Duty Beard is actually the only person that got it. So
Dang,
Duty Beard
thanks.
got it. But now I want to know which has anybody actually used any delivery services for weed online?
Yes,
Not yet.
I
No?
have.
When I was delivering in LA, there was one company that started it on in select towns in the west side of LA. I don't quite remember the name of it, but they were our first big competition because they were the first one to be app based. It was something that started off with alcohol and then went to weed. Yeah.
Very cool.
So, but I never ordered from them because they were a competition and shit. So just-
I hear that there's delivery in different states, and every time I hear that, I'm like, is that legal? Because that's still a foreign concept.
Arizona has delivery, and the law is all they have to do, as long as you have a medical card, you're allowed to exchange between two people in Arizona. So they're allowed to go there, buy it because they have a special license,
Oh.
and they bring it to your house and give it to you.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I've used it when I was too high to get there.
See, my issue is I live in Colorado Springs, which is, unfortunately, they voted out recreational cannabis. So it's still legal to smoke it recreationally, but they don't have any recreational dispensaries.
Shops, yeah.
And so you have to go to Manitou Springs, and there's only 2 dispensaries in Manitou Springs. So they sell wax for $70 a gram, and they hike up the prices on their weed and shit. I have to drive 40 minutes to Pueblo to get recreational.
Wow.
That is
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh.
awful.
I'm upset.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Every
but-
time I order weed, I order it off of the website, and I get a promo code, so I enter the promo code, and then I get a text message because you're not allowed into the store until it's picked up, and then I get points, and then I can use those points to get discounts on weed as well.
You have
It's-
points. You can earn
Yes.
reward points.
Yes.
Yep,
Oh
and
yeah, everyone has
discounts.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
It's great.
Crazy. Washington's crazy.
So,
with that shit.
yeah, there was one store that had a wacky waving inflatable tube man in front of it, right? And going on, making it not recreational again. So I'm taking a picture with this wacky waving inflatable tube man that says marijuana up it, and there's a billboard in the background that says "I'm a looker," right? And this guy walks past and he's like, "Good weed, right?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, man, what a time to be alive." He's like, "I love good weed, and I want it to be illegal again, and that's why I voted for Trump. So fuck you." And it's just like, all right. Like,
So it's your
where
fault.
did this come from? Yeah, he's gonna make weed good by making it illegal again. Like, what kind of thinking is that? So it's just like some people just don't know how to handle pot being legal right now, but it's
Wow,
only made
yeah.
it better.
Right. Keeps me preoccupied while I'm staying at home all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You had me, you lost me. It's just like just a U-turn in a conversation. It was like I did not expect that coming.
Yeah, come to Arizona with a marijuana card and tell them it's your birthday and watch what happens. It's great.
That sounds awesome.
Oh,
Free,
man.
free stuff.
all right,
There was
let's get to the next question. Everybody ready?
Yes.
yeah.
All right, let's do it. Who is the sister-in-law of your dad's only brother? We are going
God.
to start with Lobro because Lobro looks stressed, and
Again?
I have to.
It's fine. This is just this sounds dangerous.
Would you like me to read the question again?
No, it's fine. Who is the sister-in-law of your dad's brother?
Mm-hmm.
My dad's. It would. Oh wait. Oh wow! It really isn't that hard, is it?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be my dad's wife then, right? Because sister-in-law of my dad's brother, right?
Your dad's wife?
Wait.
What the fuck? That's your mom, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's a sister-in-law of your dad's, if it's a sister-in-law of your dad's brother, then that's literally your dad's wife, which means it's your mom. It's
a good answer.
Is this a your mom joke? Is this a your mom joke?
I'm so confused.
I have a chart in my head. I'm trying to do equations right now to follow him. So
This is some kind of a Half-Life reveal. I'm in.
I'm going with mom.
you're going with mom.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Ooh.
Unfortunately, because I'm.
You have.
I mean,
Are you
Yes.
locking this in?
Are you locking this in?
what? Yes.
Do you know if you'll disappoint your mother if you get this wrong?
It is so much harder to make decisions when I'm high.
He didn't lock it in
Yep.
yet. Yeah, we're
Yes,
locking it.
Lock it in.
Let's
Yes.
do this. All right. Thank you, Lobro. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Business. Who is the sister-in-law of your dad's only brother?
I am so confused. Could I use a stone a friend?
I wish that was an option, but you can talk amongst your
So-
peers.
So I have a friend. His name is Matt. He's a stoner. He agreed to this beforehand. You know, there's lifelines, right? On Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he has agreed to take a hit over the phone and help me with this answer. If there was a question that I just had a hard time wrapping my head around, he said he would hop in and get high and help me out. So could I stone a friend? Could I high dial? Would that be all right?
No.
Okay.
This is all on you.
Then, I was gonna say aunt, but it's not my aunt because it's going over it and the fact that I'm not gonna lie and I watched the teaser for High5. It's Yo Mama.
Yo, mama. All right, mama. Thank you very much, business. Thank you. Dabophile. Who
Okay.
is the sister-in-law of your dad's only brother?
Is this like a general question, or is it specifically about my dad? That's the question.
You know when you ask someone like, "What do you like, bananas or apples?" and they say yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. That didn't help me out, but sure. So let's say if this was generally speaking, then you said my dad's only brother, but you didn't leave out that my dad could have a sister and she could be gay. She could have a wife, and that could be the sister-in-law of my dad's only brother. Just saying.
Okay, reel this back for me one more time.
Okay, so my dad only has one brother. He could have like 3 sisters, right?
Right. I'm following.
Sister could be gay,
Gotcha.
could be married.
Gotcha.
And if she's married, that would then make my dad's only brother's sister-in-law. What if my dad's like not even married? Like he could be single. The sister-in-law.
I like it. Yeah.
I know it's high, but what?
Because he's your dad.
Could you draw a family tree, please? I feel like that would be.
We can go into The Sims. We can make a genealogy
Ancestry.com.
layout,
Should we go to Ancestry?
I feel like the boss of The Office just started talking and we went on an endless discussion of what's happening, and it didn't end. And I'm still lost.
I still didn't write my answer because I'm lost in the family tree. So that would mean that if she's gay, something married to something, what is the answer?
My aunt. My
Aunt.
It would be in this case my aunt because she is gay married to her wife, you know? Because gay marriage is legal, so it would work.
Are we locking in that answer, Dabaphil?
I am for sure 100% locking in that answer.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
All right. So, last but not least, we got Duty Beard.
I'm the least.
Oh. Oh, all right. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on a second. We're still stuck on the screen. Mayday! Mayday! Okay, Duty Beard.
Yes.
What do you think the answer is?
So I have 2 little nieces, and their mom is my first cousin, and I've always just she's cousin, you know, the Duty Beard cuz. We'll call her that, cousin Duty Beard cuz. So that's what she is, and then they're not my nieces. My mom told me once that they were my first cousins twice removed, and since her husband is the brother-in-law, you could change the rules a little bit. Change the rules that.
Is that what we're doing? We're changing the rules.
It's not my dad. Like, you know, it's not Dabaphile's dad. It's not my, you know, it's no one's dad. It's just someone else's dad. So this went out. So he would be my second cousin twice removed. So I think the answer for realsies is second cousin twice removed.
Second cousin
That
twice
was a spin move.
removed.
I want to get up.
Okay.
This is a spin move.
You're doing this. You're doing the spin.
I don't want to stand up.
Okay.
But that's what that would be.
All right, Duty. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we're locking that in. We're good. Everybody's good. Confident. Okay. So
I've questioned everything I know about lineage after all this discussion. Everything.
all right. So let's go ahead and show the answer for this. So the answer is actually your mom.
Ah.
So that means that Business and Lowbro, you both got it right. Congratulations.
Thanks, Mom.
Congratulations.
That's a great
I've got a
mom
stoner
joke.
mom, so thanks, Mom.
I have to say that Duty Beard and Dabaphile were, I felt like you both were very confident, and I was just like, oh, yes. Yes.
Darth
I'm
Helmet
fine
has
with taking
won.
the L on that one, you know? It was worth it. It was 100% worth it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just do a quick score recap. We got Duty Beard at 37 points, Dabaphile at 34, Business at 41, and Lowbro at 37. So we got one more question left, but before we get to that, I want to go ahead and remind everybody at home what we are playing to win today.
The winner of today's show will take home the coveted High5 trophy. No, it's not a bong. It's a trophy that you can also smoke out of.
Okay, all right.
Woo! Nice.
All right, very good. So, the final question. Are you guys nervous?
Sure.
Y'all nervous?
Yes. Yeah.
The final. Now is the time to bring it.
Highly
That
anticipated.
last one was really hard. It's
Now-
like math and shit.
Now
That's
is
hard.
now is the time, okay? So let's go ahead and prepare ourselves. Hold on. My producer is typing to me. I think maybe not. She's not. All right. Let's go ahead and get to. Am I supposed to do that now? The chat is yelling at me. Is chat yelling at me? Chat's okay. Chat, I need to talk to you. Chat is telling me that I, the leader of the points, need to provide them to Dab. Okay, I guess I'll give you a few more. stress.
I mean,
Nice.
technically,
Fair
my
enough.
math
Fair
did
enough,
check
yeah.
out. You know,
Checks out.
Like,
Totally.
You know, the objective is to impress me, chat. You need, maybe you can impress me, and
Only
that's how I
weed-related
give.
names,
Okay.
too.
Okay, I got a joke. What do you call an alien who smokes pot?
Oh,
Schmalian.
A cannabinoid.
ooh, that was good.
I quit. All right, let's go to the final question. Everyone knows that it's the THC that gets you high in cannabis. What does the THC stand for? Let's go and start with Dabophile. What do you think?
The high club, definitely. It's just definitely just a ton of molecules in weed that are getting together, getting stoned themselves, sitting on, the precious leaf. And they make up the high club. So that's why we just call it THC.
Okay,
100%.
so it's called the High Club?
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so I know whenever I sent in my application to be on the show, I mentioned that I have an associate's in psychology. I failed to mention that I have like 3 PhDs at least in mainly science, but also weed. Definitely been studying this my whole life, so.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Dabophile. Thank you.
Can we call you Dr. Dabophile? Or
Dr. Dab.
Yeah,
Dr.
I'm,
Dab sounds great.
unfortunately, I'm not sponsored by the wonderful product Dr. Dabber, so I don't know if they'd let me, but
Gotcha.
but Dr. Dab is a concept. I'll say that.
So,
Good
how
to
did
know.
you get a degree in weed? Like, what did you take?
How much did you have to
Hershey
smoke?
Park does that now. They
Yes!
have a chocolate degree, and then they have the weed degree right next door, right at Hershey Park.
Yeah, exactly. Well, first, whenever I was pursuing psychology, I got so high that I was just awarded 1 doctorate, like, immediately. They were like, my
That is
my
impressive.
professor met me and was like, this girl definitely deserves this. And then the other 2, they came slowly over time, over about a 2-year period, definitely very slowly. And just mostly from showing up to class very stoned.
All right, that sounds like my type of school. Okay, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, no problem.
So let's move on to Lobro. Lobro, what does the THC stand for?
I swear to God.
Oh, here we
I
go.
was gonna say the High Club as well. But I actually don't. I know that isn't the answer, and I know what the answer is, kind of. But I don't think I could pronounce it.
You can
Give it your
try.
best
Just
shot.
try. Give
Yeah,
it
do
your
it.
best shot.
Do
Go
it.
ahead. Are you Googling it?
No, I swear. I'm holding my
Google.
pack. I'm like, I'm not guilty.
He's reading it off the side of his
literally-
packs.
I was looking at my packs. I'm like scrolling on the packs. Give me the answer.
Some high-tech weed.
But I actually, isn't it like tetrahydrocannabinoid or something like that? I don't know.
You said
really-
Hydras and weed?
if that's a word, you said it very well.
It's 100% wrong,
Okay.
probably.
So
Fish
what?
monster cannabinoids.
So what is 100% right? What's the answer?
Hail Hydra.
Oh, got dark.
I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. So you don't. You said you don't know.
No, I don't know. Let's go with the High Club. I'm going with the
The
High
High
Club.
Club?
I'm just going to stand with Dabophile and say the High Club because that was what I
Flexi
actually
night.
wanted to say, and I agree, and I actually don't know the answer. So High
Yeah,
Club
put
it
your
is.
foot down. We're gonna make it
put
the
it down.
official
That's your
scientific
final?
term.
I'm protesting. We're going to rename it.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Lobro. Let's go to business. Business. What does the THC stand for?
You know, like, first of all, can we talk about how awesome it is that, like, there are going to be doctors soon that, like, actually do know, like, everything about weed and can, like, spout off answers like that? Like,
There already
excuse
are
me.
doctors that
Right.
you're in the presence of one. Okay.
Right. You know, but just like
God.
people,
I
there's,
thought there
you know,
was like a-
just like there's eventually going to be like, people are going to be able to go to school for streaming. People are going to go to school. I mean, people can go to school for different parts of, you know, marijuana related things right now, but like
100%.
soon people will be able to go to school and get like their PhD in marijuana growing and stuff like that. And that's like really, really cool that, you know, not only, you know, all this shit that like I grew up being like, you're never going to be able to get a job because you smoke weed and play video games. Now it's just like, hey, I'm going to school to like grow awesome weed and I'm streaming video games like on the side. Like, look at my life now. Isn't this awesome? But the answer is, of course, totally hairy cannabis. Because it's, you know, cannabis is always measured by the nice, you know, red hairs and stuff like that. So the hairier the weed, the better it is. So the higher the THC level, the hairier the
And
cannabis.
they did give us
yeah.
a red herring question too.
Yeah, totally hairy cannabis is
Big brain.
clearly the answer of
man.
that question.
That sounds so high tech and scientific. I'm going to say that sounds amazing, but I have no idea what that means.
And if I don't get this right, I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna be the best darn weed doctor there ever was. And I'm gonna be able to say triethyl hydrated tetris chlorine cannabinoids.
All right, so business, you are locking in
Totally hairy cannabis.
Cannabis. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
the hairs, they're important.
Duty. It's all up to you. What does the THC
You tricked
stand
me.
for?
You tricked me. You tricked me.
I did.
You tricked me.
What did I do?
Yeah, you tricked me because I know the answer, but I know as soon as I say it, someone's gonna come in this room and tickle me until I laugh and pass out. And I'm not gonna say it.
Who?
It's my friend Timothy Horace Crunchy Man. His initials are THC, and I know that I'm very mad at you.
Oh my
And
god.
Ashley, right now, I know that he contacted you guys beforehand and planted this question because he knows that's the word that and he doesn't stop. And it's terrible. And I know he's right outside that door. So Tim, listen, man, cut it out. Stop it. Leave us alone. We're trying to do a game show here about weed, and it's great, and we're having a fun time. So I'm gonna place my answer as Timothy Horace Crunchy Man, because that's his name. He sucks. I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction. So
That sounds like a
Nothing.
Bloody Mary kind of character.
That's
Yeah.
sounds
Definitely sounds-
terrifying.
yeah.
terrible.
I don't
Do
want to
we
say it
need
3
extra
times.
I know.
Why is he going to tickle you though?
Because that's the word. That's when I say what it really is. THC, the real answer. Then he comes into chat, he tickles me. So I'm not going to say it like the other 3. I'm going to say his initials in vain of him because he's a jerk. He's mean. And he ate all of my ham.
Duty Beard, I would say we're friends. I'm kind of concerned about you. What you don't know about me is I'm also a priest. Do I need to exorcise your house? Because
No,
that
he's
sounds
a
really
breathing-
concerning. I
No,
really
he's a
think that you're
living,
haunted.
breathing human. He's a living, breathing human. He just doesn't want to be involved.
You've never,
in-
you've never mentioned this before. Is this going to be like a moment of therapy for you?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to intervene here. So just to make sure, Duty Beard, you are locking.
Not-
Are you locking in your answer of I'm sorry,
His whole name.
ticklish?
Timothy Horace Crunchy Man.
One more
He's a
time.
superhero. Timothy Horace Crunchy Man. that's his
AKA
name. THC.
AKA the tickle monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he hates
Yeah.
when I say that. He gets
Oh,
really
okay.
mad.
Okay,
Goes
so
right
I
to the fridge, eats all my turkey.
shouldn't provoke him.
Eats it all. I spend a lot of money on those. Trying to eat healthy.
It sounds very scary. Okay, so I want to know, before I give the answer, what is everyone's favorite strain of weed? And I have to ask this because after Timothy the Tickle Man, I'm thinking you're smoking something beyond this world, and I need to know what it is.
I mean, no one else said it, so I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to beam with everybody. GMO. because it has the most wild terpenes in the world. It tastes like this weird herbal garlic, sweet weedishness. It's so good. And garlic cookies also. So those two, they just jump out all the time. Those two. Anybody in Washington would know.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? What does everybody else favor?
Oh,
If
Lowbro, you can
you-
go first.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't
No,
hear
no,
you.
you're fine.
I apologize. Okay. My favorite is called J1, which is a cross between Skunk #1 and Jack Herrera. And Jack is really good for like it really helps uplift me on days that are really tough. And so like if you like the kind of like the sativa end of things, or like a little bit of like the head high for throughout the day, J1 is my all-time favorite strain.
Nice.
It's super good. It tastes good too. It's great.
See, I'm the kind of guy that will just like, I'll get stoned off of anything, but like smoking out, what I smoke out of is important. So I actually, in New York City off of Bleecker Street, I got what I called the grass mask. And it was a gas mask with a bong attached to it. And so you would literally smoke it and the mask would fill with weed smoke. And it would just, it was something that I only broke out. It was one of those things because, the more you smoke, the more you get tolerant of that high. So like, it was one of those things that it was either somebody's birthday and they came over to my house and I'm just like, we're getting messed up with this bong right now. Or it was like my birthday, or like I had one of my legendary parties and it was just like, all right, we're breaking out the gas mask bong. And
I've never used one of those. I've still never used one.
It is so much fun, like because it like gets in your eyes as well. Like it just fills up, and it's just like, oh my god! And then like you take them. It hurts just a little bit, but like afterwards, the high is just like I said. It's well worth it to keep it as like that. It's your twice a year bong because you never want to get used to smoking out of it.
I think I'll take your word for this one.
So I got a follow up, but I want to hear what Dabaphil. What is your favorite strain?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I kind of have two that I tend to go towards. Like, if I'm going to a new dispensary, I'll pretty much always go for their either Gorilla Glue #4 or Headband, because I feel like even though every crop is going to be different and every like seed is going to grow differently, I found that those two have been the most consistent. Like in terms of quality and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like I've never smoked a bad batch of Gorilla Glue.
I have to actually agree with that.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll still get other stuff from my dispensaries, but like Gorilla Glue and Headband, those two. And then also,
solid.
Like I said, Headband comes in syrup form, 500 milligrams of THC in this bottle. So like, gotta like that.
How many?
This is 500. It's in this. You have to pour it in a drink though, and I had never poured it in water before. It tastes fucking disgusting in water. So that's why I haven't finished it.
Washington edibles are capped off at 100 per unit, and the prices like don't outweigh the means for people like you and me who have like who have a tolerance like that. There's distillate, which is like 1,000 in like one whole thing, but in California you get like a brownie that was like 1,000 milligrams. It was beautiful. It was so great.
Those are expensive here.
Very quick. I want to know. I already got business. It sounds like your favorite device for smoking is a scary gas mask.
The grass mask. Grass mask.
Okay. What is everyone else's favorite device? Do you have a tool of choice when it comes to smoking?
E-rig. 100% an electronic rig. I said a name earlier of a brand. I won't name brands, but like, honestly, ever since I started using an e-rig, I feel like they conserve wax so much more, and I feel like I get high as shit. I actually took a dry dab off of an e-rig on accident the other day, and I thought it was clogged, so I'm like kind of pulling through, and then I go to exhale, and it's like the entire dab, just in one go, and I totally coughed for like 10 minutes, but I was higher than I'd been in a long time. That was like a couple of days ago. And oh my goodness. But e-rigs, seriously, they conserve wax so much. And as somebody who dabs daily, or who usually does whenever I have it, it used to be daily. That's kind of necessary.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else have favorite devices, pre-rolls, anything?
I gotta go with the classic joint personally.
Yeah.
They're cheap here, and it's just really easy to pick up and go outside and smoke and sit down and relax for a few minutes. That's gonna be my favorite. It's just quick and easy.
The stealthy cigarette for the person who wants to be out in public but doesn't want to look like they're smoking. Like, you just have this, and I'm constantly asked like, hey, can I borrow a cigarette? And then I like tap it on something, and I'm like, this isn't a cigarette. And before all the pandemic shit, they're like, shit, can I get a hit? I'd be like, yeah, like, here you go. Like,
Hell
why
no,
not?
I paid for this. Nah.
Right? So no,
That's
like,
actually
sharing
I
is
smoked
caring.
That
So
cigarette. I've smoked from that very cigarette that he has holding.
it's true. Yeah, he has.
I was
so.
gonna say the
Same
first
exact one.
smoking device I ever used, like the first time I ever got high, it was using a one hitter that looked like a cigarette.
Yeah.
So
Very
yeah.
discreet, always great for like concerts and stuff like that.
The best tool ever.
Yeah.
exactly.
Especially with like the dug-in, you grind with the weed, you put it in the dug-in, it comes in the little case, like you pop it open, you stick it in, and then like perfect. Like, it's so discreet, it's so manageable. Like, as an improv comedian that needed to sometimes get weed into places that we probably shouldn't have had marijuana, it was always a nice, very discreet tool to have everything in one place. And not get caught.
Cool.
So.
All right. I feel like I know so much about all of you. I've had so much fun on today's show.
Thank you for having us.
So let's go
Yeah,
ahead
thank you.
and reveal the final answer. Dun, 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 dun. The answer is shit.
Hydra-
Yeah, what it says on the screen.
Tetrahydric
Cannabinoid.
I was so
Cannabinoid.
close.
Cannabinol.
Everyone was saying that in chat, cannabinoid. I was like, no, it's
So
cannabinoid.
no one got that
Cannabinol.
right. Unfortunately, no one got that right. However, that was the last question. And that means that Lobro, you have 43 points. Business, you have 44 points. Duty Beard, you have 46 points. And Dabophile, you have 47 points, which means you are our High 5 champion. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Let's go ahead and get you set up to give you your winner's speech. Give us a speech.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me. I am Dabophile. It was honestly such an honor kicking all of y'all's asses tonight. Couldn't have asked for better people to do it with. And yeah, seriously, thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you
And
so much.
I'll take a hit in
Oh,
honor
yes,
of everything.
yes. Give us
Yeah.
Very nice. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, what are you gonna do with your bong?
I'm gonna fucking smoke out of it for sure. I'm actually primarily a cannabis streamer outside of Grand Theft Auto RPG. So I'm always pretty much smoking on stream during intermissions and stuff like that, and sometimes in the middle of RP. So you'll definitely see it on stream for sure. And I actually accidentally broke the bowl to my other bong that's sitting over there. So this is coming at a perfect time.
Hey!
Honestly.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations once again.
Yeah, thank you.
So, okay, hold on a second. Okay. So, thank you everybody for playing. Chat, everybody, I want to remind you that if you want to be on the show, you can just type !apply in the chat if you would like to be one of our next players. So, how was everyone? Y'all had fun?
Hell
This is
yeah.
great.
Yeah?
I'm high, so I won
You're
no
the
matter
best.
what.
We're all
Awesome.
Make
winners.
sure to plug yourself too. Make sure
Yes,
you're
everybody-
amazing. You're the best for this.
Yes. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. And if you want to do some final shout outs, we can start with Duty. Go ahead.
Oh, say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Final shout outs.
Final shout outs.
Gothics.
Oh.
Honestly. But yeah, give it to her. But yeah, follow me. I stream all the time. But yeah, you've been looking at my head the whole show. Give it to Gothics, honestly.
Okay. Thank you so much for that.
Hell yeah.
Business. Final shout outs.
So instead of talking about final shout outs, I wouldn't, You know, this was a great distraction from what's going on in the world, but there is a lot of social unrest that is happening. And that has come because people of color, especially Black people, have been put in jail for crimes like misdemeanors of marijuana. It needs to be decriminalized. Records needs to be expunged. And as much fun as we had, Black Lives Matter, and please donate to causes to to help people get out of jail for things like selling weed. Nothing that should be considered an essential service during a pandemic should have anybody in jail for simply selling it or being in possession of it. It needs to be decriminalized. People need help. We need clean facilities for needles. And if we just help drug users a little bit more than put them in jail for their use, the world would be a better place. So please consider that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. And yes, please legalize it and stop it. Weed is beautiful. All right. Lowbro, go ahead. Final shout outs.
I'm going to give my time to business and just reiterate what he said.
Okay. All right, cool.
Cool.
I think that's the end of our show. That's it.
Cool.
We're done here.
Thank you.
Everybody in chat. I hope
final hit. Can we take a final
everybody,
hit? Gothics, will you join us?
Yes.
Can everyone in chat please give it up for Gothics and Ash and everybody behind the scenes that has worked so freaking hard to put this show together, because we do need stuff to celebrate stoner culture as well. And this has been a great lightning rod for everybody involved. So thank you for working so freaking hard to put something like this together for stoners like us, so that we have a place to gather and have a place to have fun like this. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Cheers. Final hit. Ready?
Cheers.
Yay. All right, we're good. Everybody good? Awesome. Great game. I'm so excited for next show. All right, everyone, that is it.
Today's High5 game, and we hope you had fun. It's the world's first cannabis game show, and we're doing it every week. So be sure to send us your ideas, comments, and questions that you'd like to see. And don't forget to hit that follow button so you don't miss an episode. My name is Gothics, and we'll get high again next week.